activities are there in the regulatory affairs domain, and what are the main concept behind this department. So what is meant by regulatory affairs, why there is a need, and which are the guidelines required, how the regulatory affairs department work in a pharma industry. So that we will see, and in the last we will cover your questions. So I will start here with the today's demo class. I hope the slides are visible to all.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes. So here we will see first the introduction to drug regulatory affairs, that is the scope and career opportunities. So first we will see the definition. Most of us are already aware of this definition, but I will take a revision of this. That drug regulatory affairs is a mediator between pharma company and drug regulatory authority. So it serves as a mediator, means whatever the documents required that are collected from the pharma company and then that are submitted in a particular format to the regulatory authority. So in this way, and also if any approval is any query received for that particular document, then that query is received to the regulatory affairs department first, then that query is circulated to the pharma company other departments. So in this way, regulatory affairs is a mediator, and the role of mediator is to understand the guidelines of the drug regulatory authority. Guidelines means which are required for the registration of the product, which are required to solve the queries of the product, and which are required to maintain the life of the product active in the market. So main is the understanding of the guidelines, making familiar with the regulatory authorities so that the products will get easily registered in the market. So that is the role of the mediator. Next, that is why DRA is required. So I have enlisted here some of the major incidents happened in the past. So first is in 1937, over 100 people died in the USA because of diethylene glycol poisoning following the use of a sulfanilamide elixir, which used the chemical as a solvent without any safety testing. So because of the diethylene glycol, which was used in the sulfanilamide elixir, the persons over 100 are died. This can be prevented if the diethylene glycol or the sulfanilamide elixir was tested for its safety and efficacy. But at that time, there was no control, or there was no such a regulatory affairs type of a concept was there. That's why I think this incident was happened, because it was not tested for any safety and efficacy. So this was one of the major incidents. Second is, I think most of us have gone through one picture which is in the pharmacology book. That is of a newborn baby which is suffered with the phocomelia disease. So this is the incident I have listed here. Between 1958 and 1960, thalidomide was introduced in 46 different countries worldwide, resulting in an estimated 10,000 babies being born with phocomelia and other deformities. So here the babies are born with the congenital deformity. So their hands, their legs are not properly developed. So this is one of the major incidents. Because of these incidents, the existence of DRA means come into need. Also, why drugs should be regulated? So drugs are not ordinary consumer products. As a normal, how we consume chocolates or any other consumable products. In that way, we are not consuming the medicines or not consuming the drugs because they are need to be taken only in case of disease condition. If you are taking in the absence of disease condition, that will cause harmful effects also. So that's why the drugs should be regulated to keep a control over the use of the drugs. That's why the drugs should be regulated. So to keep a watch, to keep a control over the use of drugs, the drugs should be regulated. Next is many consumers don't know how to use, when to use, and why to use drugs. So can anyone tell me what is meant by how to use drug? Means what is the answer to this question? Or can anyone tell me example how to use drugs is not aware by most of the consumers? Anyone?
Actually, it is a process in which how to use drug means in what form. For example, if you are taking a syrup, then it should be taken this much, some quantity is that. For example, any tablet, considering antibiotic, it should not be taken before meal, means empty stomach. It should be taken after meal. So that can be an example of it.
Is how to use. Somewhat, yes, correct this answer. When to use and why to use. When to use, also it is related to the time.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
related to time. Yes.
Yes.
That also
And
comes
why
under.
to use? Yes, and why to use means
To cure
why the
the
drug.
just to cure that illness.
Yes, if the patient is not suffering from that illness, then he should not.
No need to use it.
No need to consume. Or sometimes what happens, if the patient is not aware of the correct disease condition, he may self prescribe some medicines. He will not go to doctor. So at that time also, why to use drugs? This question comes into mind. So to answer these questions, there should be some misinformation which is need to be supplied along with the drugs. Means how to use means I will tell you how to use means one example is there, that is the drugs which are entry coated. Patient should be means the information should be given to the patient that this medicine which is entry coated, that should not be broken and consumed. If the patient will break that drug into two walls, then the drug will get that will be of no use, because entry coated drugs are known to be directly giving their effect into the intestines. That is mostly pantoprazole and these types of drugs are there. That should not be broken into, because that coating is very much important. So in this case, how to use medicine plays a very important role. So that should be addressed, that information should be given to the patient in some or other way along with the drug. So this is one. And also how to use means mostly in market you will find some powder for oral suspension products are there. Means in a amber color bottle there will be a powder, mostly paracetamol type of product is there, which is given in the powder form, and in that the water should be mixed and that should be shaken and made a solution form, then it should be consumed. So how to use this question should be answered, and many consumers don't know how to prepare that medicine. So this question is there in the consumer's mind. Then when to use, that is a before meal or after meal. Then why to use, means if there is no particular disease condition, then there is no use to consume the drugs. Next is also medical professionals are not having adequate knowledge about this. Why it is written here that medical professionals are not having adequate knowledge? Because they are prescribing, so they must be have the knowledge. But why it is written here in this way? Can anyone answer this? We are saying that medical professionals means doctors.
Because medical professionals are taught by pharmacy people only that how the drug should be having the effect. They only know to treat the condition, but they don't know exact therapeutic effect of that. Where the target profile, like where it will target. Like I mean to say that the doctor knows that this medicine should be prescribed, but that the details of the effect and how it should be given, that and all will be explained by the pharmacy people only, because we are trained for that.
Anyone else? You are right that doctors are aware of the anatomy and physiology of the patient.
Okay.
He is aware of the medicines which can be used to cure the patient. But as you rightly said, that medical representatives are dictating to the doctors that our medicine is curing the disease condition in such a way that means they are telling the mechanism of action, and also they are conveying to the doctor that in our medicine we have reduced the sugar level amount, so it can be consumed by the diabetic patient also. It is the sodium content in the medicine is very low, so the medicine can be given to the hypertensive patient also. So in this way, this type of information is not means this information is not directly related to the doctors. They need to be conveyed this information. So one way is the medical representative is doing, but the second way is that there is a leaflet along with the drug. That is means whatever drug is distributed in the market, one leaflet is also distributed along with that drug in the carton that is placed in the carton. In that carton, in that leaflet, this type of information is given. So even if the doctor is in a hurry, is prescribing the patient that medicine, the patient can also read that information before taking that medicine. In this way, this information which is related to the pharmaceutical background, that is related to the excipient content in the drug, that is a sodium content, sugar content, these types of content related information which are helpful for the patient. I'm saying you that the sugar level, if you consider, if a medicine is need to be taken 3 times a day for a patient, and if this patient is a diabetic, then the sugar level may increase because of that drug. Yes, that's why this factor need to be taken into consideration. Similarly, for the sodium also, cross-correlated sodium or microcrystalline, some of the other elements are there along with the in that sodium content is there. So those also play very important role, because if a medicine is to be taken 3 or 4 times in a day, the sodium content of that patient can get increased, and because of that, hypertension attack can be arise to the patient. So, and next is the use of ineffective, poor quality, harmful medicines can result in therapeutic failure, worsening of disease, resistance to medicines, and sometimes death. So, if there is no regulation over the drugs, so the companies can manufacture the poor quality of drugs. Will not test it for their safety and efficacy, and quality testing will not be done. And that can result in a therapeutic failure. Therapeutic failure means the intended effect or the desired effect of the drug is not achieved in the patient. So in that case, the drug, the patient disease condition can get worse, and it may cause to the death also. So to overcome all these challenges, to overcome all these hindrances, regulation should be applied to the drugs. So how regulation can overcome these challenges? All these challenges, I will tell first answer that along with the medicine, on the carton, on the label, and on the leaflet, required information related to the drug can be given. That is, why it should be used, when it should be used, what are the side effects, what is the shelf life, what is the expiry date, what are the excipients involved in that drug. So all this information can be supplied along with the drug, and how to store the drug. So in this way, we are giving the information so that patient will be alert while using the medicine. Also, doctors can be get alert while prescribing the medicines. So in this way, and this providing the patient information leaflet, providing the information on the carton, this is a part of a regulation only. So all this is a part of a regulation only. After applying the regulation, this information is placed in the leaflet, carton, and label of the drug. So in this way, we can overcome these challenges, and the ineffective and poor quality, these challenges can be overcome with the help of placing the regulations like the drug should be tested for its quality, safety, and efficacy. Then only it can be registered in that country. So in this way, there is no chance for the manufacturer to register the drug without this test. So अगर रजिस्टर करना है रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी में, तो टेस्टिंग करना जरूरी है, और टेस्टिंग में वो ड्रग पास होना जरूरी है. So that's why the drug should be tested for its safety, efficacy, and quality attributes. So in this way, with the help of regulations, we can overcome all these challenges. Any doubt in this up to this slide?
No.
Yes, you want to say? So thus, to regulate the drugs and to protect the safety of citizens, countries developed national regulatory authorities. So every country means after the happening those incidents, every country has developed their own national regulatory authorities, which are called as NRAs. Okay, the NRA should have clear mission statement, adequate medicines legislation and regulation, clearly defined NRA roles and responsibilities, then international and internal collaboration with other NRAs, and effective internal quality system contribute to the success of a regulatory authority. So these characteristics should be there for NRA, that is a National Regulatory Authority. So they should have a clear mission statement. Mission means what they want to achieve. So most common mission statements of a NRA are they want to make available their public safe, effective, quality medicines at a low cost. So this is the most common mission statement of every NRA. Okay. Second is adequate medicines legislation and regulation. So there should be adequate regulations for controlling the quality of the product or while registering the drug product in the regulatory authority. Then clearly defined NRA rules and responsibilities means who will be performing which function. Means there should be clearly defined NRA rules and responsibilities. Then international and internal collaboration with other NRAs. So this is example that is ICH. ICH, you all know that ICH is a very well-known collaboration between the NRAs. That is, each NRA regulatory authorities persons are actively involved in the ICH meetings and they give their opinions and they follow the ICH guidelines. Can anyone tell me the full form of ICH? Anyone? ICH is the International Council for Harmonization of Technical Requirements for Registration of Drugs for Human Use. So it is harmonizing the requirements, that is a technical requirement, which are required for the registration of drugs for human use. मतलब जो guidelines जो रहती है वो एक मतलब common guidelines रहनी चाहिए, ये उसका मोटिव है. मतलब जो ICH को फॉलो करता है वो एक कॉमन गाइडलाइंस का इस्तेमाल करके वो ड्रग प्रोडक्ट का रजिस्ट्रेशन कर सकते हैं. वो कंट्रीज में जो कंट्रीज ICH को फॉलो करती है. This is an international council for harmonization of technical requirements for registration of drugs for human use. Then next is effective internal quality system contribute to the success of a regulatory authority. So every regulatory authority should have their internal quality system. So how they are monitoring the quality of the product, how they are maintaining all the checks on the product so that a cost-effective medicine can be easily made available to the public. So these are the quality system plays very important role in the success of a regulatory authority. So these are the clear characteristics which should be there for each NRA. So some of the regulatory authorities we will see here. So India regulatory authority name is CDSCO, that is a Central Drugs Standard and Control Organization. In USA, that is a US FDA. UK, it is MHRA, Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency. In Australia, it is TGA, that is Therapeutics Goods Administration. South Africa, it is SAFRA, that is a South African Health Products Regulatory Authority. Then Europe, it is EMEA. Brazil, it is ANVISA. And Canada, it is Health Canada. New Zealand, it is MedSafe. Japan, it is a PMDA, that is Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Agency. And MHLW, that is the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. So, whenever you go for an interview, the first most of the time, the question will be asked that tell the definition of regulatory affairs, and you will be asked the roles and responsibilities of regulatory affairs, and you will be given a name of a country and ask the name of the regulatory authority. So I have listed some of the major countries' names. So apart from this, also other names are there for each country, but these are some of the major countries' regulatory authorities. So you will be asked, so you will need to know the name of the regulatory authorities of these countries. So you will be asked that tell me the regulatory authority name of Canada. So in this way the question will come. Next is roles of DRA professionals. So to assist the R&D department in drug development process. R&D department means research and development department. So whenever new drug is developed in the R&D department, at that time, whatever help that is related to the regulations. Suppose a product is developed for the USA market. Then regarding what are the necessary steps to be taken during the development. This color is banned in the USA, this should not be used. Then this method is already having a patent. This method, apart from this new method, should be used. So in this way, whatever the guideline related help is there, that can be given while development of the product by the regulatory department. So in this way, the RA person can assist the R&D department. Okay. Next is to acquire in-depth knowledge of regulatory guidelines. This is a main important role, we can say, because if the regulatory guidelines means knowledge should be there because of day-to-day work, because of the day-to-day work, we need in the day-to-day work, we need the regulatory guidelines. So in-depth knowledge should be there about these guidelines. Next is to coordinate and provide required information to cross-functional teams for generation of required data for filing purposes. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of cross-functional teams and which teams are involved in this?
Teams like formulation department, which formulate this product. Then there is an analytical team, which analyze it. And there is a PDC team, packaging team, which take care of it. And there is a QA team, quality assurance team, which assure that the drug product is within the guidelines and all, within the limit of acceptance.
Yes,
So
right.
these are the main. GLP also works in this. Good laboratory practice. that department also plays a major role in it.
Yes. So, RA person has to communicate with these cross-functional teams to get the required data, which is required for the filing purpose. So, dossier prepare करते समय जो डेटा लगने वाला है क्रॉस फंक्शनल टीम से कुछ भी हो कि MFR हो, BMR है, प्रोसेस वैलिडेशन रिपोर्ट है, उसके बाद है वैलिडेशन रिपोर्ट्स, एनालिटिकल मेथड वैलिडेशन रिपोर्ट है, एक्सिपिएंट्स या फिनिश प्रोडक्ट की स्पेसिफिकेशन है, COS है, स्टेबिलिटी डेटा है, पैकेजिंग मटेरियल के स्पेसिफिकेशन है, उसके COS है, ये सब जो डेटा है ये डोजियर में इंक्लूड करने के लिए उससे पहले क्रॉस फंक्शनल टीम से कोऑर्डिनेट करना जरूरी है। और अगर रिक्वायर्ड डेटा अवेलेबल नहीं है तो वो जनरेट कैसे करना है, कंट्री की या रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी की क्या डिमांड है उसके अकॉर्डिंग अगर जनरेट करना है तो उसके लिए फिर गाइडेंस प्रोवाइड करना रहता है क्रॉस फंक्शनल टीम को. So in this way, the regulatory affair personnel should guide the cross-functional teams. Next is to file and obtain the approval of medicines from regulatory authority. So this is the most common or most important role of the DRA person, to file the dossier, to respond to the queries, and to get the approval from the authority. So this is the most important. Next is to maintain product life cycle. So what do you mean by product life cycle?
From starting of the trial batch, which is taken in the lab, to commercialization of the product. It is taken within that product cycle.
One is
Hello. Hello.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is more related to the stability of the product. Like throughout the life cycle of the product, is there any specific requirement or change in the stability of the product?
So it's not related to the stability. Anyone else?
Sir, it may be shelf life product. क्या type of a product है?
Is
Batch manufacturing record expiry date, manufacturing date.
this is not related to this. Cycle time. Product life cycle means when this concept is mainly used in the US and Europe market. Mainly the meaning is whenever a product is approved in a country, after that the product life cycle starts. So when a product is registered, after that whatever the changes need to be made in that registered information of the product, if those changes are not made, the life of the product can get hampered. Life means we cannot make the marketing continued marketing of the product may get affected if we do not make the required changes in the registered information of the product. And second is a renewal. When a product is approved initially, it will get 5 years validity. License का 5 years का validity रहता है. जो license मिलता है marketing के लिए उसका 5 years से 3 years depending on the countries. Okay, so after the completion or near to the completion of the 5 years or 3 years, if the marketing team wants that the product has still very much same in in that country, then they advise the regulatory person that you can renew the license of this product. So after renewal approval, the life of the product again gets increased. So here, this is a product life cycle maintenance. So after approval, initial approval of the product, whatever activities we perform, that is a variation, renewal, that activities are considered as a product life cycle maintenance. So in many companies, you can hear about this word that are also some of from your seniors also. I am working in a PLCM activity. I am working in a PLCM team. PLCM means product life cycle maintenance. So they are working in the team means they are doing the variations and renewal processes. They are not filing the initial dossiers. So this is called as a product life cycle maintenance. So after initial approval of the product, whatever activities we perform to keep the life of the product active in the market, that activities are part of the PLCM. So this is called as a product life cycle maintenance. Doubt in this concept?
Yeah.
So these are the main roles and DRA professional. You will be asked in the interview also what are the roles, because should be aware. So what profile this department is. Next is how DRA department works. This is very much important. Some processes may differ in particular company, but most common way is this way, in which each company works. So first is marketing team raise DRF. So I will DRF के पहले क्या होता है मैं वो explain करता हूँ. Suppose a company is interested for the US market. They want to market their product in the US market, particular product. Or they want to enter in the US market. Okay, for the generic products I am telling here. So first, the company's marketing team does a survey of the products which are currently sold in that market. So they see what is the sale for a particular category of medicines. So in that, they will further go into that which company's medicines are highly sold in that country. Okay. After that, they will list down some of the high potential medicines which are highly sold in that country. So they will list down. They will already have the list of the products which are manufactured by their own company. Okay, they will match with that, and they will see which are the products can be manufactured by the company itself. Okay, and which are the products can be outsourced. So in this way, a list of interested products is finalized. So in this way, this survey brings a list of products. That list of products then discussed with the regulatory affairs team, that is a manager or senior manager, and decided that which products dossier can be submitted in the first phase, then in the second phase, and then the third phase, and so on. Okay, so in this way, again a list of products are divided as per the phase wise. Okay, so after that, marketing team raises the DRF, that is a dossier request form. DRF means dossier request form. So after that, DRF is signed by the marketing team person. That DRF copy comes to the DRA person also signs that and it is archived in the file. Okay. After that, the regulatory person, which he is already gone through the guideline, he is aware of the guideline. Then he starts preparing or collecting the documents. So first role or first duty or first work of the DRA person is to go through the, whenever any request come for the dossier, the DRA person should go through the guideline of that country. After going through the guideline, he will come to know which documents are required. Then he will search in his database that these documents are available and this much of documents to be requested from the plant, okay, or any other department. So after that, he will collect all the documents. He will compile all the documents in a file. Then the dossier will be submitted to the authority. After that, the dossier is evaluated by the authority. Evaluated means that is assessed by the authority. And if there is any query, the query is sent to the company. The company will solve the queries, and after successful evaluation of the dossier, the approval is issued by the authority. And after issue of the approval, then marketing team means marketing of that product starts, and in between is there any variation or renewals are done to maintain the product life cycle. So in this way, the DRA department. So initial work of the person, DRA person is that whenever any dossier request is given to the DRA person first should go through the guideline of that country. This question is also asked in the interview that, yes, I will tell you it in a more easier way, that how means a dossier is started. How a DRA person works when a dossier request is given. So this is the question. So you have to answer in that way that whenever a dossier request is received, I will first go through the country's guidelines, and I will come to know from that which documents are required. Then I will search within my database how many documents are available with me and how much documents I need to collect from the cross-functional teams. Then I will compile all these documents, and also I will request the samples from the plant. And then after compiling, I will submit this dossier along with the samples to the authority. So in this way, the answer should be given. Some of the who are gone for the interview, they directly tell that I will start preparing the dossier. I will request the documents from the client. But first work is that first I will go through the guideline. That should be या से आना चाहिए कि मैं पहले गाइडलाइन से गो थ्रू करूंगा, उसके बाद ही मैं जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स है वो रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा. बहुत सारे जो ये रहते हैं कि स्टूडेंट्स या जो भी इंटरव्यू के लिए जाते हैं वो डायरेक्टली ऐसे बोल देते हैं कि मैं पहले डायरेक्टली डॉक्यूमेंट्स रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा. डॉक्यूमेंट्स कौन से रिक्वेस्ट करने को कैसे पता चलेगा? गाइडलाइन से पता चलेगा. तो पहले गाइडलाइन से गो थ्रू करूंगा और उसके बाद फिर डॉक्यूमेंट्स रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा. इन दिस वे यू हैव टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. This is the main DRA department working style. Any doubt in this slide? Anything you want to know additional?
Here, any project management team is having any role?
Project management team is having a role in the means if you are not getting any documents, if the cross-functional teams are stuck in any activity, that is a validation or analysis or samples arrangement or packaging arrangement from the supplier. So in that case, that is a project management team will take the follow from the supplier cross-functional teams and get it arranged all the samples or all the documents. So that is a
Okay, so I have a doubt, like regulatory will receive directly query from like marketing team, the requirement. They will directly get the requirement from
dossier
the
requirement is received from the marketing team.
Yeah, the dossier requirement will directly be received by regulatory team.
Directly received by to the regulatory team from the marketing team.
Oh, okay, fine.
Any other doubt? This DRF, that is a dossier request form, is a terminology. It can vary from company to company. I've just given here an example. Next is how the registration of medicine done. Dossier is prepared as per the country specific guideline. Then USA, Europe, Japan, and most of the countries follows ICH CTD format for the preparation of dossier. And ICH dossier is divided into 5 modules. That is module 1 to 5. Country specific means each country has separate. Some of the countries have separate guidelines for the preparation of the dossier. So they do not follow the ICH format. They do not follow the ACTD format, that is Asian Common Technical Document format. So they have their own individual formats. So in this way, there are mainly 3 types of dossier formats are there. One is country specific, second is ICH CTD format, third is Asian Common Technical Document format, that is a ACTD dossier. So here is some introduction about the ICH. That is, the ICH is International Council on Harmonization of Technical Requirements required for registration of human medicines. In that, 4 guidelines are there. That is a quality, safety, efficacy, and multidisciplinary. In the multidisciplinary, M4 guideline is there, which will include the CTD structure of dossier. अगर M4 guideline में आप जाओगे तो you will find the CTD structure of dossier, means module 2 to module 5. Then it is M8 guideline, that is a guideline includes ECTD format. Yes, ECTD means Electronic Common Technical Document. So nowadays the dossiers are not submitted via paper in the regulated market, that is a US, Europe, and Japan, and some of the other markets as well. They are submitted via the electronic path. That is a dossier prepared in the in a file, and that file is directly uploaded on the authority website. So that is called as that dossier format is called as Electronic Common Technical Document, ECTD. So here is the dossier structure as per ICH. It is a model 1 is administrative or regional information. Model 2 is quality overall summary. Model 3 is quality. Model 4 is non-clinical, and model 5 is clinical section. So this structure of the dossier is explained in the ICH M4 guideline, that is a multidisciplinary 4 guideline. Any doubt to this? This is some of the major document requirements which are required for the dossier filing. So model 1 is includes regional information, that is also called as administrative information. That is a cover letter, application form, then product information documents or artworks or legal documents. And model 2 includes summary and overview of model 3, 4, and 5. Then model 3 is including mainly it is a quality module, and it includes quality data of drug substance and drug product. So drug substance documents are received from drug substance supplier. That is a DMF. It is called as a DMF means a drug master file, and ASMF means can anyone tell me what is meant by ASMF?
So it is active substance master file.
Yes, right. Yes, it is related to the drug substance only. Then drug product documents from initial development up to drug product stability till shelf life. So in the model 3, drug substance and drug product related data is covered. So that's why it is called as a quality model, also called as a CMC model. That is a chemistry, manufacturing, and control model. So there are three synonyms. It is one is model 3, second is quality, then third is CMC model. First, chemistry related information is there. Structure, nomenclature, molecular formula of the drug substance is there. Related to the impurities as well. Then manufacturing of drug substance, manufacturing of drug product. Then control means how the specification are defined to control the quality of the drug substance, drug product. So in this way, the CMC is explained. That is a chemistry, manufacturing, and control model. In the model 4 is called as a non-clinical section. That is a preclinical data, that is the studies which are done on animals, literature search or animal study. Model 5 is clinical data, that is a bioequivalence study, comparison between generic and innovator product. Yes, so these are the 5 modules of ICH CTD dossier. Next is an innovator drug or reference drug. It is an approved drug product to which new generic versions are compared to show that they are bioequivalent. So, innovator drug means जो फर्स्ट टाइम मार्केट होता है उसको हम इनोवेटर प्रोडक्ट कहते हैं, मतलब उससे पहले वो प्रोडक्ट कभी भी कौन से भी मार्केट में नहीं था, उसको हम इनोवेटर प्रोडक्ट या रेफरेंस प्रोडक्ट बोलते हैं. And by making comparison with this innovator product, the generic versions are prepared. So generic drugs are substitutes to the innovator drug and whose patent protection period is expired and which are manufactured by companies other than innovator companies. So here you can see generic drugs are a copy paste of the innovator product. So after expiration of the patent of the innovator product, the generic products are manufactured and they are similar. And why they are cheaper? Can anyone tell me why the generic products are cheaper than the innovator product? Anyone? Why generic products are cheap than the innovator product?
Because they are the copy of the innovators. Okay, the reference one. And there are so many, what do we say, company which develop this generic product. So that can be a reason.
Yes. So the innovator company spends a lot of money on the research, on the development, on the clinical trials. So to overcome that expenditure and to gain some profit, they have placed a higher cost on the innovator product. But this is not applicable for generic product, because generic products in that no any research or any clinical trial is required. Just they need to follow the innovator product and do the bioequivalence study. So there is no much money is involved for the development of the generic product. So that's why they can sell the generic product at a low cost. So that's why the generic products are cheaper than the innovator product. Doubt in the CTD structure or the innovator or generic drugs? Okay, we go to the next. We'll also see the USFDA filing process, investigational new drug application, the new drug application, and ANDA, that is an abbreviated new drug application. So these are the three types of filings, dossier filings, which are used in the USA. So IND, it is for, can anyone tell me why IND procedure is used? Which types of products IND procedure is used in the USA?
Is it for generic? Is it for generic?
No, it is not for generic. IND procedure is used for the products where company sees any investigation type of possibility. So suppose कोई भी प्रोडक्ट अगर इन्वेस्टिगेशन करना है और सब मार्केट करना है, यूएस मार्केट को टारगेट करना है, तो पहले इन्वेस्टिगेशन मतलब क्या है, उसके लिए प्री क्लिनिकल स्टडी और क्लिनिकल स्टडीज परफॉर्म करनी पड़ती है. तो वो परफॉर्म करने के लिए जो परमिशन लगती है, परमिशन मतलब IND एप्लीकेशन फाइल करना पड़ता है उसके लिए, इन्वेस्टिगेशनल न्यू ड्रग एप्लीकेशन. सो टू इन्वेस्टिगेट whatever new drug you have found or developed, and you see some possibility of a therapeutic benefit to the patient in the future. So you need a investigation authority. So for that investigation, you need some permission from the authority that I want to investigate some more about this drug product. So please provide me the permission. Please provide me the permission to do the clinical trials. So that is taken from the authority in the form of investigational new drug application. Second is new drug application. So when the drug is developed and it is for the new drugs only, when all the clinical trials are done, that is up to phase 3, then the dossier is submitted to the authority along with that clinical trials data and all the preclinical data. And it is for the new drugs only, means first time to be introduced to the market. So for that drugs, new drug application should be submitted. And this is applicable for only the US, not for other countries. And third is abbreviated new drug application. This is for the generic products. Abbreviated new drug application. Why it is called as abbreviated? Because here no module 4 is required to be submit. That is non-clinical data submit करने की जरूरत नहीं है. क्योंकि non-clinical data मतलब safety data. Safety of that drug is already established by the innovator drug. So we need to provide the module 4. Only literature references are required. No extra studies need to be done. And module 5 में भी clinical trials कुछ अलग से perform करने की जरूरत नहीं. सिर्फ bioequivalent study is important. इसके लिए एब्रीवेटेड मीन्स एब्रीवेशन लिखिए कि बाबा मॉडल 4 और 5 सबमिट करने के लिए एक एब्रीवेशन दिया हुआ है, क्या एक कंसेशन है या एक बेनिफिट दिया है कि ये सबमिट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सो ANDA इज फॉर जेनरिक प्रोडक्ट्स. Doubt in this US FDA filing process. Next is Europe filing process. Here, 4 procedures are involved. One is centralized, second is decentralized, third is mutual recognition procedure, and fourth is a national procedure. So with the help of these procedures, we can file the product in Europe. Total 30 countries are there. So with the help of these procedures, the company, with the help of centralized procedure, the company can submit the application to the EMA, that is a European Medicines Agency. This is a main regulatory authority which is governing all the 30 states or whole Europe. तो अगर centralized procedure से हम dossier approve करा के लेते हैं, तो we can market the product in all over the Europe because the main authority has approved it. That's why we can market that product in all over the Europe. That is called as a centralized procedure. But this procedure is limited for only certain category of product. That is a cancer or AIDS or some diabetic related medicines are there. So or some orphan drugs are there. For that type of medicines only this procedure can be used. Second is decentralized procedure. Suppose a company want to introduce or register their product at a time in 4 to 5 or 10 to 20 countries of the Europe. So at that time, decentralized procedure can be used. At a time in that countries, the product can be approved. Third is mutual recognition procedure. Mutual recognition means suppose a product is already approved in one country of Europe, and with the help of that approval, the company can take approval in other country of Europe as well. So that is called as a mutual recognition procedure. So we are taking the help of already approved product to approve the same product in another country of Europe. So this is called as a mutual recognition. Fourth is a national procedure. National means the company should individually target each country. So Germany at a time, then after that Ireland. So I'm giving an example only. In this way, the country can, the company can approach the authority. So this is applicable for Europe only. Any doubt in this?
Can you please elaborate mutual recognition procedure further?
Mutual recognition means initially product is approved in a particular country of Europe. Suppose if Germany is the country where paracetamol tablets is already marketed. With the help of national procedure, we can say. Okay. After some years, the company sees some profitable sale, some potential in the Ireland also for the paracetamol. Then the company can make use of this procedure. That is a mutual recognition procedure. So in this procedure, what happens? Whatever the registered dossier is there of the Germany, that can be used for the registration of product in the Ireland. So here, Germany will act as RMS. RMS means reference member state. And Ireland, where the company needs want to register the product, that country will act as a CMS, that is a concerned member state. So the applicant, that is a company, will send the latest approved dossier to the Germany as well as to the Ireland. So already the dossier is evaluated by the Germany. The same dossier is submitted to the Ireland as well. So what happens? There are no much queries will arise on the dossier from the Ireland country as well. So what happens? The registration will get faster because we are already submitting an approved dossier to the new country, that is Ireland. So here the Germany role is what? Germany का रोल ये है कि जो assessment already किया हुआ है डोजियर पे कि बाबा हमने जब इनिशियली जर्मनी में जब डोजियर का रजिस्ट्रेशन चल रहा था तो डोजियर का इवैल्यूएशन में कौन सी क्वेरीज आई, कौन सा रिस्पांस मिला, उसके बाद जो वेरिएशंस हुए वो वेरिएशंस कौन से थे, फिर उसके बाद रिन्यूअल अगर हुआ तो रिन्यूअल में कौन सा डोजियर, ये सब मिला के जो डोजियर सबमिट किया होता है उस पे जो रिस्पांस एक्सेप्ट किया है वो सब जर्मनी और आयरलैंड में वो म्यूचुअली अंडरस्टैंडिंग के बेसिस पे फिर डोजियर gets approved in the fast track basis in the Ireland as well. So here the company has made use of already approved dossier of Germany for doing the registration on fast track basis in the Ireland. Germany shares the information to the Ireland which is necessary for the faster evaluation of the dossier. So here Germany, I am here told you about the RMS and CMS. So this is terminology mostly used in the Europe. It is RMS and CMS. So RMS का रोल क्या रहता है कि वो CMS पे जो भी क्वेरीज आती है उसको आंसर्स प्रोवाइड करना अगर उसके पास है तो, नहीं तो फिर वो एप्लीकेंट्स को फॉरवर्ड करना है तो कंपनी को फॉरवर्ड करना, और अगर कुछ मैटर सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है तो मीटिंग अरेंज करना है और मीटिंग के जरिए वो डाउट सॉल्व करना है. इस तरह से आरएमएस का रोल होता है कि जितने जल्दी से वो प्रोडक्ट अप्रूव करा के ले सकते हैं. सो इन दिस वे द म्यूचुअल रिकॉग्निशन प्रोसीजर हैपेंस.
So here both the country will coordinate here. Will
Both the
they?
countries will coordinate with each
Okay.
other.
So if we consider, then decentralized procedure can also be a part of mutual recognition, because here also we are filing this product into multiple countries of Europe, as you said, 10 to 15 countries. Like
Which procedure you are saying?
decentralized procedure, even that can be part of
डिसेंट्रलाइज
which.
में भी होता है, लेकिन उसमें क्या है कि सभी आरएमएस के लिए भी वो नया डोजियर है तो सीएमएस के लिए भी नया डोजियर, इसलिए उधर फास्ट ट्रैक पे अप्रूवल नहीं होगा. म्यूचुअल रिकग्निशन में क्या है कि एक कंट्री में उसका आपका प्रोडक्ट ऑलरेडी अप्रूव होना चाहिए,
प्रूव कर दिया है।
तो
हाँ,
ही आप म्यूचुअल रिकग्निशन करें। डिसेंट्रलाइज में ऐसा नहीं है। डिसेंट्रलाइज में आपका प्रोडक्ट कोई भी कंट्री में रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है।
okay, once it is registered, then okay, I got it.
मतलब कोई भी कंट्री में रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है यूरोप में, और एक साथ अगर आपको 10-15 या 30 कंट्री में भी सबमिट करना है, 10-15 ही नहीं है, तो उसमें डिसेंट्रलाइज फॉलो करना, क्योंकि कोई भी कंट्री में रजिस्टर नहीं है ना अपना, तो आप म्यूचुअल रिकग्निशन नहीं कर सकते हैं। म्यूचुअल रिकग्निशन का एक कंडीशन है कि आपका प्रोडक्ट यूरोप में एक तो कंट्री में अप्रूव होना चाहिए, तो ये आप म्यूचुअल रिकग्निशन कर सकते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं कर सकते। Understood?
Understood.
Yes. Any other doubt from anyone? We'll see this in further details in the coming sessions as well, regarding the US filing, regarding the Europe filing as well. Next is PLCM, that is the product life cycle management. In this, variations and renewals are done. The variation means any change to the registered information of the product that is performed via the variation activity. Variation in types are minor variation and major variation. Minor means it has less impact on the quality, safety, and efficacy of the product. This change has less impact on the quality, safety, and efficacy. And major variation means it has major impact on the quality, safety, and efficacy. So that's why they are classified. The renewal means I have already told you that whenever any license comes to an end, that the product should, if the product need to be renewed, then the renewal dossier should be filed, and then the validity of that license will again renewed for 3 or 5 years depending on the country. So these are the product life cycle management activities. Here are some of the qualifications and skills which are required for the working in the RA. So, pharma graduate or postgraduate. Second, any science graduate, MS Word and MS Excel handling, the basic knowledge of pharma and ICH guidance. These are the basic requirements when you apply for a job in regulatory affairs domain. Yes. Next is career opportunities. Mainly in regulatory affairs, you know that each company tries to market their product in the other countries, because if the company markets the product in other countries, the profits or the money is that will get more as compared to the domestic market, because here the company is manufacturing product in rupees, that is INR, and selling the product in dollars. So that is a big difference. Also, if the company is means more companies are willing to make their presence worldwide, because once the product and once the market is set, then the chances to grow are very much on a higher side. So that's why every company is trying to now make their presence in the global market, and that's why they are recruiting or making the regulatory affairs department. So this is the main, we can say, boost for the regulatory affairs domain. And apart from that, there is a required for the other also means domestic में भी जो ये रहता है प्रोडक्ट लाइसेंस है उसके लिए लीगल डिपार्टमेंट अगर रहता है लेकिन रेगुलेटरी अफेयर्स पर्सन कैन आल्सो बी प्ले वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल फॉर द legal documents as well, that the FSC, COPP, then site registration of the finished product. So there are multiple roles a regulatory affair professional can perform, and therefore the career opportunities are vast. But one requirement is that at least you have some basic knowledge about the regulatory affairs, about the ICH guidelines. What are the work? What is the work done in the regulatory affairs? So that should be aware, and what are the terminologies which are most popular, and you should be aware of the terminologies and the basic concept behind the terminology. So in this way, most of the companies and also the most of the candidates are searching for the regulatory affairs job, and this is a very you can say in most of the companies corporate level job is there for the regulatory affairs, but in some companies nowadays the plant regulatory is also coming out because they are reviewing the documents at the plant end only, and they are sending these documents, approved and reviewed documents and corrected documents to the corporate regulatory affairs employees, so that the registration will not get restricted due to unavailability of corrected documents. So in this way, the scope is there for the career in the regulatory affairs, and most of the companies, as I have said, are reaching the global market. So this is the, I think, career opportunities. Now it's time for the questions.
Yes, students, any question?
Ask the questions related to the career opportunities, or whatever is related to this course as well. What are we going to study and how it will be. Also can be answered here.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, actually, I might have reached some slide. I was had doubt about this M4 and M8. As you told, M4 is a CTD structure for those here, and even M8 is also available. So whether we are going with M8 only, like actually all things are electronics. So what is the M4 now?
4 is mainly a CTD structure, which is in which module 2 to module 5. Table of content is given, and which information need to be included, that is given. ECTD dossier is just a format means dossier इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली कैसे सबमिट करते हैं उसका फॉर्मेट है, लेकिन उसके लिए भी CTD स्ट्रक्चर ही फॉलो करना पड़ता है.
Okay, so means individual documents will be available as M4, and that has to be how it will be submitted. That format will be available in the M8.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली कैसे प्रिपेयर करते हैं, कैसे उसका फॉर्मेटिंग या बाकी की चीजें उसमें, लेकिन डोसियर बनाते समय M4 के अकॉर्डिंग ही बनाना है.
Okay, so that in depth will be learning later, right? Still, like we didn't go in depth. This was just an overview, I think.
Yes, this I have given an overview because this is a demo class, and we have just shown an overview what are the scope and opportunities and what is meant by the regulatory affairs. So I'll just pick an implementary part.
Okay, one more. Like for the generic filing, do we need only module 5? Bioequivalence basis, is it sufficient? Other than bioequivalence, anything else there?
In 1 to 5, all we need to submit. But in the module 4, we can skip the experimental study on animals. Just we have to give the literature references or articles of the innovator product. There's no experimental study we need to perform on the animals. And in the M5, no special clinical study or clinical trials are required. Just we have to submit the bioequivalence study reports.
Okay.
Yes, students, any query?
No.
No, ma'am.
As of now, that's it.
Okay, so now we'll take one small presentation related to our academy information. So yeah, Amit sir, are you there?
Yes. Yes, so hopefully everyone understood today's session and your all of the doubts related to today's session is cleared. So just a small presentation about our certification course and also academic perspective. So kindly pay attention for 2 minutes so you can go understood our course scenario, and if you still have any query, we can continue with the Q&A also. Yes, so Snehal, please share the slides.
Yeah, let me know my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone, it is visible, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. So as today is also demo class on the drug regulatory affairs, which is organized by Global Pharma Academy Pune. Next slide. Yeah. So in the about Global Pharma Academy, we are ISO 9001 2015 and MSME certified national level institute in the pharmaceutical and healthcare sciences, which is established with the proclaimed objective of becoming a center of excellence to guide students for building their career in the pharma sector. So for this reason, we have a different certification courses like pharmacovigilance, clinical science, regulatory affairs, clinical research, medical writing, retail pharmacy business management, pharma marketing, medical coding, CPC medical coding, then clinical data management, then wholesale pharma business management, and pharma startup digital course. Yes, next slide. So this is me, founder of Global Pharma Academy. My qualification is B.Pharm MBA. So I have 13 plus year of experience in the business in wholesale, retail, and export. And I'm also having a firm which is Milan Medico and Distributors in Pune since 2013. And I'm also the trainer for all kind of the business courses like retail, wholesale, and export. So we have our YouTube channel also. If you are still not go through, kindly go through and visit our channel, which names Things by Amit, where I personally share all related information about the career, including regulatory affairs, career opportunities, and interview preparation, certification course information, everything. So you will also get different queries will be solved if you are a fresher. Yes. We move to the next slide. So she's our business development executive, Snehal, and her qualification is Bachelor of Pharmacy. She's here for solving all students' query. Once you enroll for the course, she will guide you properly, like about how to join the session, and if any technical issues arises, she will handle. And again, for the daily assignments are there, weekly assignments are there. So on the assignment or the interview, present PPT presentation, lot of activities we are conducted throughout this class. So she will guide you throughout, okay, till the end of the course. Next. Okay, she's Shubhangi. She's our placement coordinator of our organization. She's taking a part of soft skill development programs and also assist for the placement. Okay, once the course is about to end, we will start the assistance process. First of all, we prepare your resumes. We also share you all the kind of the vacancies where in all over the India, and also we share your profiles to the organization, also taking the follow up of them. So we will help you, we will guide you for the placement like for the longer period. So she's taking care of this part about placement assistance. Yes, move to next. So this is our mission and vision. So with the goal of educating every aspirant who want to work in the pharmaceutical sector, we offer education at most affordable price in India. Our goal is to lead the pharmaceutical training market on the global scale, and India should grow into a country known for the innovation and quality. And about the vision, that is, we want to be the first global platform where business executive may select the top personnel in the pharmaceutical sector to satisfy the most recent industry demands. Okay, so we prepare you according to the industry requirements, so that it is better for the HR to selecting you, and also they are during the training period also it will be helpful. So our course will not only helpful for getting a job, also in the future growing individually in the organizations when you place. Yes, move to the next. These are the benefits. First benefit, our students are trained and nourished under the excellent faculty having up to the 15 plus year of industrial experience as well as academic excellence. And here our students are rigorously trained to meet the industry requirements. Next slide. Here are the reasons why you are able to enroll for Global Pharma Academy for our course, any course. First, we are weekly assignments and tasks. Then resume preparations are there. For not only resume preparation, we are also monitoring your resumes live. Okay, then communication skill, presentation skill, many projects are there. Mock interviews we conducted, personal development is there, job assistance is there, conduct examinations, tests are there, and doubt clearing sessions are there. So all these are conducted throughout this class. So as I say earlier, there are a lot of activities which may also we also able to check your individual performance, and accordingly we can assist you. Yes, move to the next. So this is the syllabus for the regulatory affairs. First is introduction, definition, rationale, roles and responsibilities. Class 2 is how regulatory affair works in the pharmaceutical company, different regulatory authorities, then innovator and generic drugs, drug development process. Class 3 is about different guidelines used in the regulatory work. Class 4 is ICH guidelines, in-depth quality guidelines, then overview of safety, efficacy and multidisciplinary guidelines. Class 5 is all about the CTD structure in depth, model-wise content detailing. Class 6 is all about the ACTD structure in depth. And also we also share the CTD and ACTD difference in between. Class 7 is all about the dossier filling process for Europe, US and rest of the world, ROW market. Class 8 is about the different documentation required for a dossier submission and the preparation. Okay. Then post-approval process, variations and renewals, and overview of the clinical trials, their phases, pharmacovigilance, then periodic safety update reports, and at the end interview preparations. Okay, so this is all about the class sessions. Even in between we take guest sessions if like whenever required also. Okay, so about the devices and the nutraceuticals in the regulatory. Yeah, move to the next. So these are our placed students till now from our organizations. So as you saw here, all the students are placed in various organizations, not only in the CRO, not only in the manufacturing, everywhere in the regulatory is everywhere, like on the manufacturing side, regulatory corporate offices, and even clinical research activities, or even consultancy firms like Genpact Fryer. So everywhere we are trying to reach and share you the opportunities, so that you are able to get an opportunity on that in that organization. Okay. Yes, move to next. Yeah, these are some achievements. We recently ran achievements. So happy to announce that we are awarded as a top 10 most promising clinical research institute in 2024 by Silicon India, which is India's leading technology and business media company. And again, in the 2013, I personally has been awarded as a top 100 inspiring entrepreneurs of India by the Entrepreneurs of India. Okay, so we are dedicated to sharing you the knowledge about business or about career opportunities through the global pharma platforms. So that is the what we are want that every student should achieve their dream job, and also in terms of proper training also. Yeah, move to the next. Next slide. Yeah, also we visit organizations like institute where pharmacy colleges. Okay, so we also understood their queries. Okay, not only our online activities are there, but in offline we connect with the various colleges and share the information about the opportunities, and also solving their doubts. Okay, so hopefully we are trying to reach all the peoples where the pharmacy education is going on, the peoples who are working in industry. So like we are happy to help so that they can grow themselves, achieve the jobs, and grow in their respective fields. Yeah, move to next. Yeah, this is the kind of certification format. Okay, you will get once the course is completed. Next. Okay, so how to enroll? There are two ways. Okay, first is you will get a Resume link where net banking is there. So the course fee is 8,999. Okay, so you can pay, and if you wish to pay, Snail ma'am will share the detail. But still, are the details. You can pay online also. This is the alternate option. You can pay to our official contact number also, which is 9423272876. And once you pay, okay, either net banking or through this, you just have to share your details, name, email ID, qualification, location to us, so that you will get an email confirmation. Registration number is provided, and also you will be added in the class group. Okay, so in this class the live sessions are there, but still we providing the recording study material also. So the classes are on the Saturday and Sunday. Saturday will be the skill development part. Okay, because most of here covered are study like resume preparation, interview preparations, and Sunday is the syllabus classes. Okay, yeah, move to the next. Okay, so this is the details. 3 months duration is there. Mode is online. Platform is same like a Zoom where this meeting is also conducted. This today is the first session. Okay, but still we have 1 week more for admission. If you wish to enroll for it before next Saturday, you have to enroll, because the Saturday will be our next session. And weekend, Saturday, Sunday is the session. Timing is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Same, and that fee is 8,999. Okay, yeah. Move to next. This is our all the social handles and contact numbers. If you wish to reach at us, we are on the YouTube, we are on Instagram, we are on the LinkedIn also, and our website is there, www.globalpharmaacademy.com. These are the contact numbers. This is my contact number. CEO Amit Kumar Mane. Then the student coordinator Snail is there, and HR like placement coordinator Shubhangi is there. Okay, so you can reach at us if you have any queries, still any doubt. We are happy to help you. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else remaining, Snail? Yeah. This is the mobile application. We are recently also introduced this mobile application. So if you want to learn more about our courses, information, you can just download from the Play Store. It is available for like web also, like desktop version also, Android and Apple also. So Global Pharma Academy, you can search, you can get the application where you can also learn, okay, about the different demo classes, and different other courses are also there. Yeah, move to next. Yeah, so thank you all of you for kindly paying attention to this presentation. And if you still have any query, please ask. We are happy to answer about this course to our Umakant sir, also to me also. If you anyone wish to ask, please. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Students, any query?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
When will get assignment, ma'am?
What?
When we will be getting assignment?
Sir, assignments you are asking?
Yeah. Assignments when it will be getting?
Yeah, from next Sunday.
Okay, so for this week there is no assignment.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Could you please provide a PPT?
Yeah, I will provide. Once class done, I will provide you the recording as well and PPT as
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Can we go?
well. Yeah. Okay. So yes,
Thank
sir.
you everyone for joining.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Umakant sir, you want to share anything to student before ending of the session?
I've already shared the information and also you have given the information about the academy.
Yes. Okay. So thank you student for joining this session. Yes.
One thing I want
Thank you
to say
Umakant
is
sir.
that
Thank you everyone.
admissions are open till this coming Friday. Okay. If you want to enroll, you can connect with me. Our demo class group is there. You can ask your queries in group as well. So thank you everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
can we join it now?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Thank you everyone. Have a good day. We'll meet on next Saturday.
Yeah. Thank you.